So what is this JiQA thing and how does it work?
Well, we think JiQA is a better way to use the web. It's a way of finding pages, sharing pages, and retrieving pages of interest to you very easily.
And how does that sharing and retrieving process work?
Alright, whatever we have as a core of JiQA is a browser, which unlike other browsers has intelligence. The intelligence is that it's determining the value of a page to you. It does that in the same way that, say, in an offline environment, someone might browse headlines, read short pieces of stories, cut out stories to keep them, pass them on to others to read. Now, in an online environment, we can measure all of those things. Their action is, do we read this? Do we click the story? Do we read the story? Do we save it to our hard drive? Do we email it to someone else? So JiQA wants to look and take those kinds of measures to determine the value of a page. It then saves the key data on that page, the keywords and the value of the page based on to the user on the user's hard drive.
What else does it do with that information?
It also takes that value and the details of the page, such as its URL, and communicates that with a central server where the rankings are pooled with other users. So you get an instant group effect, group browsing or social browsing effect in real time.
What is the advantage then for the ordinary user?
Well, for instance, if you're coming to JiQA.com where you can see the pooled rankings and you do a search by keyword, you can find out in real time, you can see first of all what people are reading, but by keyword you can get ranked content immediately which is of interest to you. That's one example.
Are there not privacy concerns with using the JiQA?
It's first of all, we only take snapshots of publicly available web pages. There's no secure pages such as email, for instance, which we archive. We only archive publicly available pages. So it's in essence, to our mind, the same as like reading a magazine or newspaper in public, and you share the value of the reading with other users to make it easy and useful for everyone to find material of interest to them.
Now, how is this different from websites which do similar things like Dig and Reddit?
The difference with these aggregators, because JiQA has this aggregation function, is that there's a voting mechanism, a sort of a deliberate intervention going on. JiQA is doing this centralization and ranking all in the background and all in real time without any manual intervention. You simply browse, JiQA works out the rest in the background.
And how many users do you think JiQA has to have in order for the whole system to work as intended?
We think as few as 1,000, it will already start getting interesting because it's say 50 pages browsed on average per day. That's 50,000 rankings, which we think is enough to then attract other people to come to JiQA.com to get access the ranked information.